Good morning, San Luis Valley. It's time for Valley Views this morning. First, we're going to talk with Heather Meyer. She's Mrs. Southwest Colorado. How you doing this morning?
I'm great. How are you?
Not too bad. You have joined with Casa and others to put on a benefit event to help raise funds for the Children Advocacy Center, right?
Yes, I have.
All right. Let's hear about the event itself.
Okay, the event's going to take place in South Fork on Saturday, October the 6th at the Hungry Logger. And we have a couple of different ways that people can contribute to this benefit. First, we're offering a buffet dinner, which will include a Mexican food buffet, an introduction of the Children's Advocacy Center committee members who are there and the Casa members who are there. We'll have a silent auction that'll start, and we'll have a presentation by Lori Kraut, the reigning Miss U.S. Universal, who was a victim of childhood sexual abuse. And so she'll be there to share her story. And then we also have a band who's going to be playing, Mo Jones, who's a blues funk band from Creed.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming down to play. And then, like I said, again, we'll have that silent auction going on with door prizes and a cash bar and things like that. And for those who don't want to attend the dinner, we're going to offer general admission beginning at 8 o'clock when the band begins to perform.
Okay. Now, the funds raised from the auction and the dinner and just about everything go to
the Children's
the
Advocacy Center.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, this center, why did you get involved with this, Heather?
For my platform for Mrs. Colorado, competing in the pageant, has been dating and domestic violence awareness. And with that, I met Audrey Rich, who is a board member for Casa, while I was completing my internship at Adams State. And she asked me if I would be interested in helping out with this project since it is related to dating and domestic violence.
Okay, so that's how you got involved. And I know we've talked before, and you have your own story to tell, and you have told it. And it seems like a lot of other women have come forward here in the San Luis Valley after they've heard what you've gone through yourself, and more and more. It's coming out that things have happened in the past.
It is, and there's been, sometimes there's a misconception that abuse is just physical.
Right.
Their abuse is more than bruises. It's emotional, mental, sexual. There's all kinds of aspects to abuse. And, in the children, in families, children see this abuse. They see the domestic violence, or they end up being victims themselves oftentimes.
Okay. And victims often become abusers themselves
They
later
can,
on.
yes.
Yes, okay. So once again, this takes place in South Fork at the Hungry Logger. What day was that again?
That's Saturday, October the 6th. Tickets
Okay.
for the dinner need to be purchased by September the 30th so
All right.
that we can give them a head count. Those are $30 per person. And then general admission, like I said, begins at 8 o'clock, and that is $15 per person. And those who want to come for the general admission and still participate in the silent auction, the auction will be going until 9 o'clock. So they'll have an hour to be able to get in there and bid on some items.
Okay. Now, could you use some more items?
We could. If anyone wants to make donations, they can contact me. It is tax deductible because it is for Casa. So any items, any photography or artwork, whatever, gift certificates, whatever anybody would like to donate, we're willing to accept some more donations, and that would be great. And then we also have Wolf Creek Ski Lodge has partnered with us. They contacted us and asked how they could be part of this. So for anyone who wants to stay at Wolf Creek Ski Lodge, they're offering $75 a night rentals with a free shuttle service to the event, and then they're donating 20% of that back to the Children's Advocacy Center.
Okay, wow, cool. Make a weekend of it, right?
Right.
Okay, sounds good. And auction items or any information, they can contact you, right?
Yes, ma'am. And they can give me a call at 719-480-1525, or they can visit my website, which is heathermeyer.net.
Okay. Talk with Ashley Riley Lopes. She's the executive director of Casa. You partnered with Heather to put on a great event. Casa's been working towards getting a children's advocacy center for a number of months now, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's something that we really feel complements our mission to empower children and adults to live healthy, violence-free lives. And like Heather so eloquently said, a lot of times children who are victimized grow up to suffer more victimizations in adulthood. So we really see the center as somewhat preventative. We hope that if we care for our children appropriately and with respect, when they're first victimized, that hopefully they can grow up to be happy, healthy adults.
Now, the statistics here in the San Luis Valley were just amazing. I mean, one of them said, let me see, what was it? The rate of child abuse in just Alamosa County is 32.5 per 1,000, right?
Yeah, that's 4 times the state average. So
Wow.
I can tell you, off the top of my head, Rio Grande County is about twice the state average. So we definitely have a serious problem of child abuse here in the Valley. The center will be a child-focused facility-based program under the Casa umbrella, where we'll be able to bring all of our partners together, including law enforcement, child protection, prosecution, mental health, medical, and victim advocacy, to really work together to provide quality response services for our children. The center will be equipped with not only a videoed forensic interviewing room and the capability for remote testimony, but also pediatric medical exams can be conducted there. Case review, monitoring, play therapy, all of those services will be available free and in English or Spanish throughout the region. So families from throughout the 6 counties can come and utilize those services.
Now you're trying to get that word out, especially that this is not just an Alamosa center, this is a San Luis Valley center. Because currently we don't have one. The closest one is like Pueblo, right?
Yes, the closest center currently is in Pueblo, and that's why it's so important to have a broad representation of people involved in this project. We have over 24 partners throughout the 6 counties, and then, like Heather talked about, this is an event in South Fork. We really want to let the other counties know that this is their center, this is their resource. We want to facilitate their use of it, and so we really appreciate the support of all the communities for the center.
And you've held events in other counties as well. You just got done with one in Conejos, right?
Yeah, so Audrey Rich, who is the co-chair of our capital campaign committee and also on Casa's board, she and her father Charlie just held a really great event out on their ranch in Conejos County, which brought in over $6,000, which we're so grateful the SLV Regional Medical Center is matching that amount. And so that was a great event. And now we're here, and we're going to be here in South Fork in October. At the end of October, we're going to be on the Trinchera Ranch. So that will be our Costilla County event. And then we have a couple other things going on throughout the valley, culminating with Marilyn Vandiver, who was Miss USA in 1958 and also survivor of incest, coming down to speak at Adams State University on November 2nd.
Okay, and all these events not only raise funds, but promote awareness, because a lot of people don't know that this is a huge problem.
Yeah, definitely. And that's really key and central to this whole campaign, is not only raising funds to build the center, but really to increase people's knowledge of this problem in our, it's nationwide, worldwide, but it really is a local problem too.
Mm-hmm.
So educating and getting people involved and teaching them ways that they can help other people and really care for the children of our communities.
Now, the center itself, you hope to break ground or start renovations, right, in April. What are you looking at? What do you need to raise?
So our total budget, our total capital campaign budget is $750,000. Part of that is an endowment fund we hope to raise to really sustain the program long term. Casa's been around since 1979, and so we want to sustain not only Casa's core programming, but also the CAC's programming, so that families have these resources for perpetuity. So that's a big portion of the budget. It's about $400,000 just to renovate and equip the building. $15,000 or so to train, and then about $100,000 a year to run operations,
Mm-hmm.
etc. So that's what we're looking at raising.
Okay, now when you talk about renovations, obviously most folks know, you need things done, but training, what do you mean by training?
So the great thing about this project is so many people in the Valley have wanted the Children's Advocacy Center here locally for 20 plus years. And so when we came together as a community about a year ago to really address this problem, it became clear that it needed to happen. And Casa was kind of chosen by our peers to lead this initiative. So we've been asked to house the program under our umbrella and to renovate our existing building. Our building in Alamosa is conveniently located near the hospital and also the Adams State University. So it's really easy for us to have access to the medical exams. The same program at the hospital is going to come over and provide those exams on site. And so in addition to those cost-saving measures of renovation, we're also going to use our existing advocacy and counseling staff to provide some of the services. So really just enhancing their skills through training, and then doing some multidisciplinary team training where we're all working together, building those skills so that we can do justice by our children.
Now, to Casa, along with a number of other Valley nonprofit organizations that strive to help the community. They have a network going, they know about one another, and it sounds like this will get done.
Yeah, it'll get done.
It'll get done.
We promise.
Okay. First, encourage folks to attend the event taking place in South Fork. All right, Ashley?
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And if anyone has any other questions, I know Heather gave out her number, but you can also always call to Casa for more information on the Children's Advocacy Center or any upcoming events at 719-589-2465, or visit our website at www.slv2casa.net for more information.
Okay. Heather, let's finish up with you there. Sounds like you're kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? You're hyped up for this event, right?
I am. I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. We did this event, a similar event last year to raise money for the San Luis Valley Break the Cycle Scholarship that I founded, and it was a huge success. So I'm hoping that this year, with the added dinner and the presentations, that it'll make it an even bigger success than last year's event.
Okay. All right. And they can still call you for tickets or more information, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And your number's what, 480-1525, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thanks, ladies, for coming in.
Thank you.
Linda.
And that's going to wrap up this edition of Valley Views. I'm your hostess, Linda Pacheco. Have a good day.